you guys. I'm Jennifer with Traditional Alternative, and I am here with...
Eric from Gypsyhawk.
How are you guys doing?
I'm really sick. I feel like shit, but otherwise we're doing great.
Well,
It's making me feel a lot better.
yeah. In this beautiful San Francisco weather.
Yeah, and this beautiful San Francisco fucking traffic, too.
The beautiful 101.
Oh my god. Yeah, actually we did take the 101 today because our buddy's mothership that we took on tour with us, they are from Dallas and they haven't seen the Redwoods, so we spent a lot of time trying to find it, and then we got turned around and they ended up going to Muir Woods, and we were like, you know what, we know about San Francisco, we better get there at fucking 2 o'clock so we can find a place to park across the street. So
You guys are definitely smart on doing that.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
All right, so you guys have 3 more dates left, right? Not including this one, but you guys still have Bakersfield, San Diego.
LA, and yeah. Wow.
So
I didn't even realize that.
3 more, not counting this.
I'm like, fuck, what else do I have to do?
You'll get more rest afterwards.
Yeah, totally.
So how's the tour been going so far?
Tour's been great. It's always good, you know. So the worst day on tour is better than the best day at work.
And congrats, by the way, headlining tour.
Oh, thank you. It's fancy.
That.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion, not headlining. Last time I saw you guys was at the Independent.
With the sword. Yes. Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy. It was awesome.
Sold out too.
Right? Yeah. That entire tour was like that. It was like every day was just almost every day was like sold out.
So how is this tour differently from that tour?
Because we're not playing 1,500 capacity venues, and I don't know. It's just this tour is a DIY tour, and I mean like we're still working our way up the ranks. So you know like we do our best every night, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel like we're in a position of like, oh, we're the headliners, suck our dicks. You know, it's just more like we need to keep touring, and we're gonna just do it any way we can. So that's just how it's going.
Do you ever try to use that pickup line, like seeing a girl and be like, I'm in a band, and guess what, we're headlining?
Yeah, I tried that once, and then we got slapped, and then I was like,
no way.
Okay, maybe it doesn't work like in the movies. No, I've never done that. I always thought of like how shitty it would be like to actually see somebody do that. Like, I'm in a band, suck my dick. I'd be like, he's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hit so hard.
I'm gonna get it right now.
Yeah. No, I don't even ever play that card. I'm never like, I'm in a band, because I have like a fucking billion people are in a band. Who gives a shit, you know?
So how do you feel about performing in these kind of venues? Is this your favorite kind of thing to do, like performing in smaller venues, or do you guys prefer performing in bigger venues?
I prefer performing in venues. It's not so much the size, but it's just like venues outside of places. Like, I love San Francisco. I fucking love this city. I don't really like playing the city because it's never accommodating. It's like New York. It's like they don't really like accommodate bands. They're just like, yeah, if you can't find parking, fucking get fucked, you know? Like, I prefer playing places like in smaller towns, like outdoors where they're like, not outdoors, but just like outside where like they have like tons of fucking parking, and like you can just be like, cool, we can leave our van here and like we know that we're good. But the same, you know, on the other hand, like playing in San Francisco is always a fucking party. So.
Well, the best bands did come out, but you guys are good. We adopt you guys. We adopt you guys out of it.
So many good bands. I mean, like Night After Night, fucking Glitter Wizard, Slough-Egg, Metallica. It gets questionable at the end of like after like the Black Album, and then I'm like, meh. But no, for sure, like San Francisco is.
Metallica ended with their Black Album.
All right, I'm good with that. Yeah, for sure. Like San Francisco's always been like it's been like a hot spot of like influence for me musically, and Hammer's Misfortune, fucking awesome. So yeah.
Speaking about music, of course, last time I spoke with you guys said you guys were planning on working on a new album.
We sure are. You're going to hear, if I can manage to sing it tonight, you're going to hear one of our new songs that we're going to plan on putting on the new album.
And any plans on when you guys are going to release the album?
No, none at all. We have another tour coming up after this. We have like a month or 2 months off. We go on tour with Valiant Thor on the East Coast, and then I guess during that time we're gonna try and write some more shit. But like we're not really like, we're not one of those bands that's like, okay, it's recording time, fucking everybody just write some shit and get it done. Like, we just kind of have to like see what works and see what we want to play first. Like, we're not gonna put a bunch of garbage on an album.
Doing it all by a due date.
Yeah, no, there's no fucking way. I mean, even if the label was like, we need this recording here, I'd be like, well, get somebody else to do it because we need to take time on this.
So, speaking of the album, is it going to be different from the past album, or is it going to be, you guys are going for the same sound?
We're following the same guidelines, but we're also trying to just keep it like, so trying to keep it fun for what we want to do, but at the same time, like more accessible for like a lot more people. Like we want to get on that pop hook train. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the songs like people can remember and be like, this is
I was
cool.
about to say, are you guys going to go for that dubstep, Okay, you guys, here goes the drop.
We're doing some 808 drops. That's what's happening.
So, touring, I've heard that you guys have gone through some weather, beautiful weather, that has led you to touring and to come over here.
This is probably why I feel like shit right now. Because we went through, we went from California to Texas. It was same weather. Fucking every day is fine. We can deal with this. We start getting up to Nebraska, and then it's just blizzard in our faces. All the way from fucking Nebraska to Denver to even like Salt Lake. And I was like, this fucking sucks, man. Like, cause we haven't, like, we've been living in California for so long that like we forgot what the snow is like. And now that I remembered what the snow is like, it's extremely shitty and fucking cold. And so that was a really hard deal because a couple of us got sick, and then a couple of us were still sick. But it's still cool. It's cool to think like, hey, we did it, like we made it.
Try to make some shirts out of it. We survived the storm.
Blizzards, yeah. And fucking everybody that lives there is probably like, what the fuck ever, pussies. And like we're like, whatever, man. Like.
We're from California. So, another question. Since we're traditional alternative, we want to find out if you guys have a tradition in your group or yourselves before you guys go on stage.
Yeah, we do have a tradition. Me and Ian do this really like ancient sacred thing that sounds kind of weird, but we always try to take time out of our day to do it every time before we go on stage, where we take this bowl and we pack it with weed and we get really high. And that's about the only tradition I have.
And this is perfect because there's like the restaurant right there called Drugs.
We actually ate at Drugs today, but they didn't feed us drugs. They fed us barbecue.
You should have gone to Hippie Hill.
I should have fucking sued them and been like, what the fuck, man? I thought you were bringing a plate of drugs. This is not cocaine and weed. What is going on?
Oh, you gave me an actual bowl.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Closed again.
All right. So, what is your favorite thing about touring besides having to go on stage and playing music?
I guess it's like not being like, it's like a total feeling of like independence and like freedom, because you're just like in a van somewhere where like you're just like, fucking, this is where I'm at today. So you just gotta make where you're at like your home, or just like make it comfortable for you. And also like meeting people is the cool thing for me.
Have you had one of those like crazy people come up to you guys and like really obsessed over you guys and like saying like, oh my gosh, you're the best thing that has gone on stage, marry me?
You're the first.
Oh.
No, I was like, man, I wish we had fans like that. No, nobody's ever done anything. I mean, at least not to me. So I don't know if any of the other dudes in the band have.
I'll be the first one tonight. Okay. Just don't let them don't let them know I interviewed you.
I won't.
All right. So, knowing you guys being a rock band, do you guys get that whole you guys have to live up to the rock expectation, the lifestyle, and everything?
You know what? We've actually been trying. It is not as easy as Motley Crue and like fucking all those bands make it out to be. I mean, doing tons of drugs in a night, like we partied our asses off in Reno, and that's probably also why I'm paying for it still. It was like 3 days later, like I feel like shit because I'm like, oh man, Motley Crue does all kinds of drugs and cool shit, and I would do the same thing, and then I'm just like, oh god, I fucking hate this. And the next day, I'm just like still not fine, and then it just takes so much recovery time. So, I feel like there's an evolution shift that's happening. So maybe that, or we're just getting old.
Never too old. What do you think of the way that rock music is changing now? You see that a lot. Back then, everyone looked up to rock music, and now everyone's seeing like this house music, DJs and stuff like that. But it's slowly coming back. But how do you feel about that transformation of like music-wise?
people don't have the attention span for shit to last forever. So like trends are gonna happen and things are gonna like rise and fall. So I'm never like, I'm not like one of those like advocates like rock is gonna come back and kick you in the ass. Like who gives a shit, man? Like if you like rock, that's cool, and if you like fucking dubstep or house, well, that's cool. If you like country, like it doesn't matter. Like good music is good music, like, and you can hear it at the core of it because it's a soulful thing, you know. So that's kind of how I feel about it, you know. It's like modern rock bands. I don't fucking know because I don't listen to a lot of shit that comes out today. Glitter Wizard, I've been big on those dudes though. I really like what they're doing. I really like their sound. There's probably a few other bands, but I'm too high to remember, so whatever.
Speaking of bands, you have a recommendation for, you know, the viewers watching, any bands that you recommend them getting to know?
Yeah, Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
This is a band from England, I think. They're on a subsidiary of Metal Blade called the Rise Above. I think that's right. I don't know. But they're super fucking rad. They have an album called Bloodlust, and I think they're coming out with other shit. But I definitely encourage you to check it out. It's a hot jam.
Planning on taking them on tours soon?
Shit, I wish. I wish they would take us on tour.
You're hearing them right now. Tour right now.
Yeah.
Contact them.
Yep. Please call us. 555.
Keep going. All right. So, last question. Anything you want to tell the fans? Any news coming up, or any? Well, you did say East Coast tour. Planning on any new tours on the West Coast?
We're touring from California out to the East Coast to do that Valiant Thor tour, so we'll be on our own for a few weeks there and back. But yeah, just check it out on Valiant Thor's page, Ramming Speed as well, and Prosthetic Records, and us. You just find the dates on any of those pages, and if you got cousins, friends, ex-girlfriends, moms, dads, whatever, send them out, make them buy our shit, so that way we can fucking come home with a little bit of cash to do it all over again.
All right. Do you have a Twitter, Facebook, something to promote Whore Out?
What is Twitter? No. Yeah, Facebook.com/Gypsyhawk USA. I think that's all the social. That shit's probably linked to everything else. Yeah, I spend too much time smoking weed and like not enough time fucking hashtagging and shit. So
You're in the perfect city for that.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm stoked.
All right, guys. Well, it was nice talking to you.
It was great talking to you.
So sweet. I love you guys so much.
Awesome.
You'll be seeing me in the front, freaking out.
Cool. I'll let you know when we play the new jam.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, you guys. Keep watching out for Gypsyhawk. Peace.